Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living Life at Life U. I am your host, Dr. Veronica Garcia, and today I am joined by a compatriota, another Puerto Rican, a beautiful student of Life University, Ms. Melanie Reyes-Margolla. Margolla. Miss Melanie Reyes-Margolla. Hola, welcome.
Hola.
How you doing?
I'm good, doing really good, and you?
I'm so good. So good. Really excited to be just interviewing another person from the beautiful Isla del Encanto that if you haven't booked a flight, I don't know what you're waiting for. But tell me, what brought you to Life University?
What brought me here was philosophy. And most of it was the kind of community that we can build here. When I was in 2017, I was doing my bachelor degree, and I was thinking medicine. That was the only thing that I have in my mind.
Yeah.
Like in any kind of, Puerto Ricans, that's what you can get.
Yep.
And that's the higher position like everyone wants.
Yeah.
So that was like in my mind. But then I visited Life University in a leadership weekend. And, well, I can tell you that I fall in love with the university and what everyone can bring to you here. So at that moment, it was like mind-blowing, like really mind-blowing. And I start to ask myself, how I'm going to say this to my mom? Like, I'm going to change everything. Anyhow, I went back home and I sit with her and I told her, listen, I know I have everything figured out and I have my MCAT and everything, but I just want to go there. And that's it. I got accepted, but because Hurricane Maria, I wasn't able to come at that moment in 2018. It was going to be fall. And then I started to work as a teacher. And then I saw the beauty of chiropractic from my own eyes. And I have a student and he was autistic. And at that moment, like I was, talking about chiropractic to my students. I don't know why, but that was me. And I started to talk with this mom, like, you should bring your kid to a chiropractic. And she was like, you know what? I've been like looking everywhere and because I need something for my kid that is not, only medicines, and he needs to see another thing. So she bring him to a chiropractic down in Puerto Rico. And she never told me until I start to see changes in my student in the classroom. Like he was this kid that only, wear one kind of color because they are like really in one thing. So I start to see changes on him, and he started to like talk with the student, which is something that I wasn't like expected at all. And it was a concern in some way to me, like, hey, something going on at home, is something changing? You're changing something in his routine. And she told me, well, I start to go to a chiropractic as you recommend me. And I'm like, what? And that was it. Like 3 years, and that was it. I was like, I need to experience that, and I need to be in that side.
Yeah. I just got goosebumps, full on goosebumps. That's so beautiful. Yeah. And I think it's even more beautiful because as a teacher, you spend so many hours with these kids, and parents, yes, they sleep at home, but the wake hours are not that much. So for you to be able to see that transformation in a child because of chiropractic and because of a simple suggestion. Yeah. Because you never know how far reaching something you say or do is going to go, right?
That was the peak for me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And what was next? How did you get here?
Well, I just fill out the papers again, and I just go in the plane and come here. That's it. And one of the things that make me want to speak about this more and more was Student LIFEforce and also student ambassadors, both of them. Because if those people wasn't like being at my table in that day and speak to me like a peer, like someone else, like chill, don't worry, this is something that you can go through. I remember you, like like every time I say, hey, if you know Dr. Veronica, she's awesome. And she was there, like sitting where you are. So yeah,
Thank you.
It's true. So people like you and student ambassador and student lifers are the reason that a lot of students can come here and can feel comfortable in what they're doing. So yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know that. Now I'm going to start crying, guys. Great. So what quarter are you, Mama?
In quarter 11.
Quarter 11. So you're like 1 foot out the door.
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
So you have 3 more quarters to go. That means that you're in clinic. You're in what, second or third? Third level of clinic.
Yeah.
You're in third level of clinic. So you're in your last quarter of outpatient clinic in the university. Where are you planning to peak?
I don't have a place.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I'm not scared of it, you know, because I have so many options right now.
Wow.
It's not something bad. It's something good.
It's something amazing.
Yeah. And I'm still like looking which one is the best one. And I want to be sure that I'm taking the correct decision in that time.
Absolutely.
Because I love a lot of things. Yeah. But the most thing that I love more is work with kids and children.
Yeah.
And as you see, I want to experience what I see in my students. So that's why it's like my...
You're absolutely
cool. It's my
That's
jam.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It definitely chose you. Let me tell you that. So with knowing that you want to do pediatric chiropractic and going through that realm, I know that you're involved with the Student LIFEforce. And how are you involved with the pediatric? I know there's a lot of clubs and organizations on campus. Are you involved with any of those? And if so, in how ways?
Well, I'm involved more with PX right now. And it's not because I don't want to do ICPA. Contrary, it's because the time my schedule of Student LIFEforce meeting was at the ICPA time, but we changed that this quarter, so I hopefully be there this quarter in ICPA. What I do is that I start to have my advanced pediatric class this quarter to be involved in what is pediatric, and also being involved in the new activities that PX Club have, and also ICPA. Why not be involved in all of that? Also, one of the mentors that I've been like, hey, if she can do this, we all can do it, is Dr. Catherine Castro.
Yes.
She was one of our clinic doctors, and she do pediatric. And I remember I bring one of the student kid here, and she, like, it was my first time that touching a real kid with a doctor, and she was very like giving me feedbacks, and that was something that I say like, okay, I can do this.
Of course you can.
And I asked her which club I should do, and she told me, do whatever is best for you. She told me, I do everything. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do everything.
Yeah, it's so important and it's so beautiful, because I think that that's a huge piece of Life University that truly allows us to explore what we want. I always tell students at the beginning, and maybe I shared it with you, maybe not. I always say, take your gringolas off, like take your blinders off, because you might come in thinking that this is the only thing that you can do. But when you allow your space, your experience to just touch and receive just appetizers from each and every one of the different clubs and organizations on campus, things can change and you can evolve and you can find an identity that you didn't even know you had and a passion you didn't even know you had. So I love that Dr. Castro said that, because it's try it all, fall in love, find what it is your true calling. And definitely I can see your eyes just glowing as soon as you talk about your experience with children and chiropractic, and in being such a very harmonic process and a very harmonic relationship, and it should be that way. It should be that way for forever, right? Yeah. For every child. If you got a spine, you should get checked. That's point blank, as easy as we can put it, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, you've been involved then with PDEX, ICPA this quarter, LIFEforce. What are some of those highlights in your experience at Life University that you think that have shaped you and you're gonna keep on like your back pockets, whether in school, like in classroom setting, or just social activities?
Keep out of my comfort zone. Student LIFEforce helped me do that because my first language is not Spanish. English. It's Spanish.
Yeah.
So being able to like be in front of every student or every doctor and, get out all my scare and, feel comfortable to speak to them and know that they are here for us. And the students are here because they want to see a change maybe in their lives. So that's something that it's like mine. Like keep everything, every time that you feel scared, get out of there, because that's when you have to do it.
That's worth it.
Yeah.
If you're scared of it, a lot of times it's because it's worth it. Now, of course, let's not do dumb stuff, just things that help us grow. But it's beautiful, and it's beautiful to see that change in you. And definitely, like, you're right now speaking to me for a bunch of people to listen and hear. And it's beautiful that you said yes even to this interview. So thank you for doing that.
Thanks to you, and thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, good luck on the rest of your quarter.
Thank you.
I hope it continues being amazing. If you need any help or support, you know that I'm here for you, and most of the staff here is here for you. I'm really excited for your last quarter in clinic. It's going to be a super fun one. I already know so. Experience it all, because it ends quickly, but the memories are forever. All right. Yeah. Well, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Living Life at LifeU. Bye-bye.
Bye.